So where did Management Solutions come from? The Management Solutions came from a day that a gentleman walked in my office when I was a fire chief in Charlottesville, North Carolina. He sat down and introduced himself as Chief Lesnick, retired from Montgomery County, Maryland. And he'd moved to my district and lived on Lake Norman. And I remember him saying that he was too old to get on his knees, but he wanted to be in a firehouse. He wanted to smell the smell again. So I sat right there and we talked back and forth. And like anybody, you kind of start thinking of why, why is this person in my life? Why does this person come in and what do they expect out of what they're offering for you? After doing that, I kind of brushed him off a little bit. We had a good conversation about the fire service and the history of the fire service and everything, but he kind of left. Good thing about Chief Lesnick is he's persistent. So in a week and a half, 2 weeks, he showed back up, and he basically gave me the same speech. And so started thinking around and reached over and grabbed a piece of paper off my desk or a notebook, and I said, Chief, if you want to help me administratively, this is what I need. This is a list of policies that I need. And he took the list, said, I'll take these two, and disappeared. About a couple days later, he walked back in my office. He had those two policies written. And he handed it to me. He said, read it, chew it up, spit it out, make them yours. So I sat there with him, and we just kind of chewed up those two policies. And he disappeared, came back in about a week, had two policies. We literally went through my whole list. And that was the first time I realized what I needed. I needed somebody that would just come in, help me, and disappear. Don't be on the way, just disappear. And that's what Chief Lesnick did. So one night, I was over at my mom and dad's house and spent the night there, and got up on Friday night, middle of the night, woke up, and I ain't gonna get too mushy, but I had a vision, and I got a piece of paper. I walked outside. It was about 12 o'clock at night. I remember calling a friend of mine, Winfield Abbey, and we had a conversation about what I wanted to do. So I sat there and drew on a piece of paper what I wanted Management Solutions to do. And next morning I got up, I drove to Chief Lesnick's house, sat down with him and said, I want to do this right here. I want to do what you've done for me. I want to go into fire departments and rescue squads, meet with those fire chiefs and rescue chiefs, draw their policies, bring them resources that they've never had, and for no reason, just nothing. I don't want nothing from them. I just want to help them. And so that's where Management Solutions started. Next thing is if you watch about where I came from, you'll realize I can't sit still and I want to build stuff. And that's the reason I left being a fire chief. Is when 2012 happened, I had to get away because I had to build. Well, started Management Solutions. And being the CEO and the sole owner of Management Solutions, nobody can tell me I can't build. So I constantly am building new services, new products, to the point now that this is how Management Solutions works. We listen to you. You come on board, we listen to how you operate. We draft you a set of policies. After the policies are drafted, you implement them. You have a question about employment issues, pick up the phone, you call an HR specialist here at Management Solutions. They walk you through it. If you have an IT problem, pick up the phone, call our IT specialist. They'll walk you through it. If our HR staff feels like that we can't answer a question or give you 100% on the question because it's one of those that we feel has some fuzzy lines, then we reach out to either our employment attorneys, our retired judge, in corporate law, tax law, healthcare. We find an answer for you because the primary job is two things. We're going to build systems and build products that help fire chiefs. And then the next thing is we're going to do it just because we love doing it. We want to make sure the vision that I seen in March of 2012 come to fruition. That's everything about Management Solutions.